All right, what I want to talk to you about is OSHA. I'm just going to do a brief introduction. There will be no quiz on this. OSHA stands for the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970. The number, 1-800-321-OSHA. The website, www.osha.gov. There are certain rights and responsibilities that the employers have and the rights that the employees have. And I just want to run through these real quick. Anything that you have that you have questions about, you can refer to those. Any incidents, anything that you're concerned about, we request that you go to your supervisor first before calling OSHA on us. Give us a chance to fix it. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Because if OSHA does show up here, it's a big deal. Usually they'll only show up if there's a major accident, but if they get enough complaints, they'll show up too. And we do everything we can to keep good records and to maintain greater than the OSHA standard, but we really don't want to be audited. You can take care of your taxes as good as you can, and you still don't want to be audited, trust me. So, rights and responsibilities. OSHA must follow all relevant OSHA safety and health standards. Find and correct safety and health hazards. In order to do that, we need you to come to your supervisor and tell us that there's a hazard. Inform employees about chemical hazards through training, labels, alarms, color-coded systems, chemical information sheets, and other methods. Notify OSHA within 8 hours of a workplace fatality or when 3 or more workers are hospitalized. Provide required personnel protective equipment at no cost to workers, and if there's any PPE, we've been pretty good about keeping that up. But anything that you see that you need, let your supervisor know so we can purchase that. Post OSHA citations, injury and illness summary data, and the OSHA job safety and health. It's the law poster in the workplace where workers will see them. I believe it's still outside of Tom's office, correct? Yes? Okay. Note discriminant or not discriminate or retaliate against any worker for using their rights under this law. Employees have the right to working conditions that do not pose a risk or serious harm, to receive information and training in a language workers can understand, so far we're good with English, about chemical and other hazards, methods to prevent harm, and OSHA standards that apply to their workplace. To review records of work-related injuries and illness, to get copies of test results done to find any hazards in the hazards in the workplace, file a complaint asking OSHA to inspect their workplace if they believe there's a serious hazard or their employer is not following OSHA rules. When requested, OSHA will keep all identities confidential. And to use your rights under the law without retaliation or discrimination. If an employee is fired, demoted, transferred, or discriminated against in any way for using their rights under this law, they can file a complaint with OSHA. This complaint must be filed within 30 days of the alleged discrimination. There are certain standards. There's rules for inspections. Help for employers, which the directors will be notified about. Information on education. There is an OSHA Training Institute. There are publications, a lot of them, including this one and an updated back safety data that we're currently looking into possibly publishing for our group. All of this is found online in PDFs, some in Word documents. I found it a very, very helpful site. And again, that's at that web address.